particular press conference has been scheduled for making an announcement with regard to the scheduled Forest Diversity Festival, which is being scheduled to be held on 17th, 18th and 19th of this month at Art Park, Kampal. So our expectations and our request to the print and electronic media is that kindly give more footage and more awareness to, and give more publicity and news to the common public, because the entry is free for the public, and it is one of a kind very unique festival for benefiting the people of Goa at large. So with regard to the Forest Diversity Festival, our Honorable Chairperson, Goa Forest Development Corporation Limited, Madam Devya Rane, will be giving more insights to this festival. So with all your kind support and with our expectations, I hand over the podium to Madam Devya.
First of all, I want to thank each one of you. All of you are very responsible, and the way you all have been supporting and highlighting, I think, all important issues pertaining to Goa and initiatives of the Goa government. Thank you for that, and thank you for your continued support. Here I'm pleased to brief you about a very important, I think, and meaningful event that is happening through the Goa Forest Development Corporation. That is the first time we are organizing a festival called the Goa Forest Diversity Festival. And that is going to happen at Art Park in Panjim, at the Kampal Park. And it's going to be from the 17th to the 19th of this month, from Saturday, Sunday and Monday. And the festival is basically envisioned, it's more than an event, it is basically a celebration of Goa's forests. Because when we talk about Goa beyond beaches, we always say Goa beyond beaches. But I don't think we have actually promoted and to the tourists the forests of Goa. The tourists that come into Goa, they know about the forest, that some of them don't even know that there are certain waterfalls, that there are certain homestays, or there are certain resorts in our forest areas. And so that is, besides that, what the diversity of the forest, the tribals that live in the forest, the food that is indigenous to the forest. So all this, our people, our youth, our lot of the tourists that come into Goa, they are not aware of all these things that exist in the Goan forest. So basically this forest festival is to highlight all these events to the people. So this festival is basically, we talk about the diversity. We'll talk about the deep relationship between the forest and the communities. And when we are talking about right now, everybody talks about environment and sustainable tourism, all that. So when we talk about this, it's basically to create awareness by engaging and making it accessible to all age groups, like from the youth to the elderly. So I would request everybody to be a part of this forest festival. So it's basically to educate and sensitize citizens, especially children and the youth, about the forest conservation and the diversity of the forests. And we need to celebrate tradition, culture and sustainable practices of the forests. And I think most important is to create a shared sense of responsibility, I think, towards protecting and preserving our natural heritage, that is our forests. So we are going to have 3 days. Hopefully we'll have a lot of people coming in, and just more for curiosity as to what this festival is about. So we are having a very unique experience for everybody. That is, we are having a Angon experience. We are calling it a Angon experience. So where we are going to have people from the forest areas, whether it is somebody from Kankon, selling her khola mirchi, or somebody from Pedne selling her mirchi from Harmar. We are going to have ladies with that. Then we are going to have the tribals from the forest areas showcasing their bamboo weave. Or we are going to have a chanekar, we are going to have a khajekar, or we are going to have lot of other people connected to the forest and the periphery of the forest showcasing in this Angon experience. So this is going to be a very unique experience, where hands-on experience for people. There's going to be live demonstrations, and plus there'll be all the wares to sell. So people will be selling their wares. At the same time, there'll be live demonstrations. We are going to have a bee farmer showing bee farming. So people should know how actually honey is processed. Honey is, processed in the farms or in the forest areas. So there's going to be live demonstrations on that. Then we are going to have a lot of other. There's going to be a kids area where we are going to showcase, there's going to be a gaming zone, but the games are old games, what we have played in our childhood, whether it could be hopscotch, or it could be lagori, or all these kind of games which we used to play in our childhood. So the gaming zone will be for the kids, for adults, everybody can participate in these areas. When we talk about cuisine or the stalls that are going to be there, so all the stalls, the food stalls are going to be run not by any restaurants. All the food stalls are going to be run by the self-help groups. So we are giving representation to every taluka of Goa. So there are going to be self-help groups from every taluka. But primarily, the major focus is on the tribal cuisine. So we are having more than 5-6 stalls which are going to be run by self-help groups from Kankon, Kepe, Sangay, Sawadde also. And you're going to get authentic tribal cuisine, and the music and the entertainment. Most of the entertainment is going to be like tribal entertainment, whether it is Morulo, whether it is a Zagor dance, or whether it is a different dance. On the first day, we are going to have a one-act play called Makanaka Plastic, followed by there's going to be a surprise element which you will come to know on that day. We are going to we're going to release something. Plus, we are showing a documentary we have made specially on the waterfalls in Goa. This is because many people, whether it's tourists or even the locals, don't know about the waterfalls of Goa and how beautiful they are. And that is what we want to showcase, because when we talk about Goa beyond beaches, this is what we want to showcase. We're going to have on all the 3 days, on the second day and on the third day, we're going to have panel discussions. On the first day, that is on Sunday, after the inauguration. So first we are going to have a demo on Kavi art by Murray. Everybody knows Sagar Murray. So he's an award-winning artist. So he's going to do a demo art on that. Then there's going to be a talk on the forest plants and food and medicine by Dr. Rutuja. Then there is going to be a talk on the forest groves that we call Amchi Devrai Vantami, sacred groves. There's going to be a talk on these sacred groves by Dr. Derek Montero. And then there are going to be all cultural programs like Veerbhadra dance asuni, my Gajar Nritya asuni, fusion fashion show by Verma de Mello. Then there's going to be a fusion of Gumot Aarti and drum circle. Then there's going to be the second day, Rasam, band Rasam and band Gravity will play. The opening day is going to be our famous Sonia Sirsat opening the festival. And on Monday, we are again having talks on birds and butterflies which are indigenous to the Goan forest. That is going to be by Parag Rangnekar. Then there's going to be a talk on snake bites by Dr. Feston. And then there's going to be a panel discussions on promotion and growth of ecotourism and homestays in Goa. So basically, this is to promote ecotourism. Then again, there's going to be tribal dances, and there's lots of fusion music and tribal dances. So we have a day 1, day 2, day 3 schedule, which we will share with you. So basically, this festival is more to promote our forests and things that are indigenous to the forest, and hopefully people enjoy this. This is the first time we want to do something so that the youth and the tourists are aware about what forests can give to the people, and create awareness, because we always talk about environment preservation, but actually everybody should understand that everybody has to start in a small way. We talk about, everybody talks in a everybody is up in arms talking about environment and sustainable development and all that, but actually how much does each one do actually for environment or for the forest? Like when we talk about preservation, when we go into the forest or when we go into the waterfalls, we go to the beach, we see all the litter, the garbage. What is each one doing? So it starts from home, it starts from each one of us. So we have to take care about that. So this is more to create awareness about how we look after, how we are supposed to look after our forests, how we are supposed to, because if we don't look after it today, there's nothing going to be remaining for our future generation, whether it is the beach or the water or the waterfalls or the rivers or the sea. If we don't look after it today, we're not going to have it for the future generation. So basically, so this forest festival is basically for to entertain and engage people. And so we're going to have education, we're going to have entertainment, engagement, and create awareness basically. Thank you so much.
Chief guest कोण असतं?
Honorable Chief Minister is going to be the chief guest. And then we're going to have the Honorable Union Minister, Shripad Naik ji, Honorable MP Rajya Sabha, Sadanand Tanawade ji, Forest Minister, Vishwajit Rane ji, Honorable Tourism Minister, and Honorable Tribal Minister, Ramesh Tavatkar ji, the Mayor, Rohit Monserrat. I think Honorable Revenue Minister also should be coming. So they are going to be all there as chief guest, and chief guest is going to be Honorable CM, and the guest of honor is going to be all of them. 5:30, we are starting the festival at 5:30 on the first day,
17th.
that is on the 17th. But from the second day, it's going to be at 5 o'clock onwards, because we are having the panel discussions and we are having all the demos and the talks on the second day.
शेवटी वाटली त्यांची फेस्टिवल करता आता बायोडायव्हर्सिटी फेस्टिवल बरेच बट
This-
idea is to promote hinterland tourism.
Yes.
Event आता प्रत्येक ऑर्गनाइज पण केलं. Why you are not selecting तालुका?
The idea of doing it here in the art park in Panjim, so that is what I wanted to talk about. Is there is a reason behind this, because the art park in Panjim, if you see, half the people don't even know about this art park, which belongs to the forest department. So it's basically a small mini forest in the heart of Panji city. And we thought, because when you do this, see, this festival is not only to promote hinterland tourism. It is basically to create awareness about the forest. But when we do it in a central place like the capital city, and that too in a forested area in the city, and we are creating stalls there and permanent stalls there for self-help groups. So we have seen that any event that happens in the city, the footfalls are always good. When the self-help groups participate, whether it is Lok Utsav or whatever, we see the kind of business that happens in the cities for the self-help groups. So it's basically to engage the self-help groups and the tribals, and to make people aware that that this thing is there existing in our villages. So tomorrow any hotels or this is going to be a start. So tomorrow when the tourists come and they come to know that this thing is there, that all these tribals, this food is available in the villages, so tomorrow all the hotels can be a part of this. Then they can start taking their tourists to the to all these talukas, all these villages, all the forests as a circuit tourism. So it's basically to promote that. We are going to have stalls here, and 20 stalls are going to be permanent stalls in the art park. After this festival, we are making stalls. We are going to have more than 40 stalls. Around 20 stalls are going to be just for the self-help groups. They are going to have their food and retail stalls, which are all free of cost. Entry is free. And we are having demo stalls, all that stalls where somebody with bamboo, somebody with bee farming, different things connected to the forest. Everything is going to be live demonstrations there. But after the event, we are keeping 20 stalls permanent there. So tomorrow, any self-help group or any event person wants to come and like any self-help group wants to come and sell their wares there. This is going to be like a permanent venue for the self-help groups to showcase or to market their product and to sell their product. So somebody wants to do a, like you have these something called farmers markets, Mununasta. So you can do this as a farmers market. So all the whoever is connected can come there and sell in these stalls will be there. So for them there is no investment because we have done the investment. So they just need to come. Somebody needs to just organize for them to come and organize and promote it. That every month this there's going to be a sale happening there, and people can come from Kankon to Pedne to Sattari, from Bardes. Everybody can come into the city because the footfalls are always maximum here. So they can come and sell their wares there in these stalls, which we are going to making permanent day. So from somebody organizing it on a monthly basis, and if the footfalls are good, somebody can take it up on a weekly basis. So it's going to be a permanent market for the self-help groups to sell their thing. Otherwise, Lok Utsav happens once a year. But this can be a monthly affair or this can be a weekly affair tomorrow, where there's a permanent structure created and they can come, they can come and sell their things at the art park tomorrow. So the Kaju festival that happens was to promote Kaju. Because Kaju was going down, the awareness about it, finally we have got it GI tagged, the nut is GI tagged, today the fruit is GI tagged, Feni has got GI tagged, so the awareness has got created about it. The rate, the minimum support price that we always wanted has gone up after the festival. I think the awareness has been created, market has been created for that. So this festival is just once. I don't know whether this festival will happen again next year, but basically this festival is just to create awareness.
We are creating a platform.
Yeah, we are creating awareness about our forest, about the environment, about the tribals living in the forest, about the vegetables, fruits, plants that is available in the forest which can be used by people. रानभाजी असतात जी monsoon मेळटा, लोकांक खबर नासता about it, no youth knows about it. So they should, all these foods that are available, people should be aware about it, that this is cooked and this is available in the forests of Goa, and there is a market to it. So this is more to create this awareness and to give a platform to the tribals and to the forest people in city areas, and to create a platform for the self-help groups from the village areas, so that tomorrow they can, there's a market ready for them to supply their wares.
So, Madam, फॉरेस्ट अवेअरनेस, एन्व्हायरमेंट अवेअरनेस जेव्हा म्हणता तेव्हा GFDCचा जेव्हापासून तुम्ही चार्ज घेतला तेव्हापासून आतापर्यंत प्लॅन्टेशनच्या किती मोहीम ह्या आखल्या गेल्यात किंवा किती प्लॅन्टेशन केलं गेलं GFDC तर्फे?
GFDC तर्फे आता आमचं कॅज्यू प्लांटेशन every year आमचं प्लांटेशन 6,000 hectares आहे. But since I've taken over, every year we are doing almost 280 hectares of plantation. So for the last now 3 years, last year 120, this year 280, the previous year again 200. So we have crossed like 600 hectares. We have made new plantations. We have rejuvenated our plantations. And we are looking after our plantations, and I think, and so are lot of other farmers also, because the minimum support price has increased, so everybody is kind of looking after the plantations. And GFDC has started packaging and buying our own cashew and marketing it in the name of Sylvan. So because of that, our farmers who are running our plantations, they are benefited today.
Ma'am, just you have to mention about the cashew rate, but actually some villages facing the same rate, त्यांकां रेट मेळना कॅशू ज्या पद्दतीन जाय तसो.
आज आमकां मिनिमम सपोर्ट प्रायस 170 आसा आनी गव्हर्मेंटा कडल्यान मेळटा विकता. देर इज अ ह्यूज डिफरन्स, येस. पूण तरी पसून पयलीं जें कितें तांकां मेळटालें, सो आमचे तेच आमचे पळय जे फार्मर आसा न्ही आमचे प्लांटेशनांनी, तांकां ती खूब कमी रेट मेळटाली. म्हणजे ते काजू आतां कोण बागायदार घेता आनी कोण घेता तांचे कडल्यान काजू, एक 100 रुपया 120 रुपयाक ते घेताले. पण आतां कितें जालां, लास्ट इयर मार्केट 160चेर पावयल्लें, सो तांकां हो फायदो जालो. हय, कॉम्पिटिशनां ऑर्गनायज केल्या. 2 कॉम्पिटिशनां आसा. वन इज कॉल्ड द फॉरेस्ट अँड मी, म्हणल्यार दॅट इज द फोटोग्राफी कॉम्पिटिशन, प्लस देर इज अ स्टोरी टेलिंग कॉम्पिटिशन. सो यू कॅन रायट इन 500 or 1,000 words your experience about the forest, whether you have gone to the forest with friends or whatever. So your experience in not more than 1,000 words. So that's going to be judged by a couple of journalists. And the photo competition by that is Forest and Me will be judged by the views that you get on Instagram. You're going to post, and the engagement you have, and the engagement. Yeah, and public will decide which is the best picture. No, we can be the nodal agency. We can be the nodal agency, because this is just a thought that I'm creating these stalls and keeping there, because the art park belongs to the forest department. So, and we are the nodal agency for all ecotourism related activities for the forest department. So J self-help group park, what we are creating, so we will be the nodal agency. We can be the nodal agency, and whoever wants to take up the stalls, whatever, so they will approach GFDC, and then we can help people to this. So it's going to be a permanent, like you can call it a permanent farmers market, self-help group market, whatever you may call it. It is going to be a permanent market for our people.
Not only forest products, no? They can sell agriculture.
That's what. Yeah, that's what. Self-help groups is basically a market for the self-help groups. It's not only the forest produce. It is like even now, whoever is participating, whether it's a bee farmer, चणेकारी आसा थंय, खाजेकारी आसा थंय. So basically everybody from the villages, we are getting there.
तुमकां हे जो आतां इव्हेंट जातलो न्ही, तुमी आतां अप्रोच करपाक शकता. तुमकां कितले जावं शकता की तांकां फायदो जातलो, आनी कितले इव्हेंटान अप्रोच जावं शकता अशें दिसता एक्सपेक्टेशन
म्हणजे ह्या इव्हेंटाच्या खातीर आता कोण सेल्फ हेल्प ग्रुप
तुम्ही इन्वायट केला तशें कोणाक अशें गांवागांवांनी इन्वायट केला?
सेल्फ हेल्प ग्रुप भाग घेता न्ही. आमचे प्रत्येक आतां जे पळय 15 आमचे सेल्फ हेल्प ग्रुप आसा, ऑलरेडी आमी प्रत्येक तालुका वायज त्या आमदाराक विचारून तांचे कोण सेल्फ हेल्प ग्रुप आसा बरे, तांणी आमकां नांवां दिल्या. तांकां आमी फ्री, कोण पयसल्यान येता आमी तांकां फ्री स्टे केला 3 दिसां खातीर. सो दे डोंट, आतां कोण काणकोणच्यान येता, इतले पयसल्यान येता, इतली स्टॉल्स रात पर्यंत तांकां चलोवचें पडटलें, जेवण आनी हें तें. सो परत रातची खंय वतली ती काणकोणां. सो आमी 3 दीस तांकां आमी खर्च केला, आनी 3 दीस तांकां फ्री स्टे हें केला, फ्री ट्रान्सपोर्ट दिला. सो ऑल दीज जे सेल्फ हेल्प ग्रुप पळय पयसल्यान येता न्ही, तांकां फ्री ट्रान्सपोर्ट आनी फ्री स्टे वी आर प्रोवायडींग.
कितले रजिस्टर जाल्या त्या इव्हेंटाक लागून?
आमचे 15 स्टॉल वी हॅव गिवन फॉर जस्ट फॉर फूड. जस्ट फॉर फूड. बाकीचे मागीर 10 स्टॉल्स दिल्या फॉर रिटेल आसा. रिटेल इज नॉट फ्रॉम बाय सेल्फ हेल्प ग्रुप्स. रिटेल इज बाय डिफरंट पीपल, बट ऑल सस्टेनेबल. Everything connected, all eco-friendly. So you're not going to find any plastic item there. It's going to be wood or whatever things. Everything is sustainable. Everything is eco-friendly. Nothing is plastic. Yes. Yeah. All the self-help group stalls are all free of cost. We are, all self-help group stalls are free of cost. We are not charging anybody. Stay is free for them, and even transport is free for them. We are not charging anything for anybody.
Madam, what is the budget of this festival?
ते सांगपाचें.
Students are being invite केलं madam.
You all have written to all the colleges. Huh? We have all the. We have written letters because we want them to be part of the panel discussions and all these demos that are happening. So we have written to Agriculture College, to Home Science colleges, and to Goa University. We have written to all of them. Because we want them to be part of, especially the panel discussions. When we talk about snake bites, or when we talk about foods like medicinal importance of the foods that are available in the forest. So the youth should know about it. Whether it's an agriculture student or a home science student should know about all this. So we are writing letters. So we are hoping that through your platform and through the print and electronic media, it goes out to the public, and then everybody comes.